Check, check, check. We've got a little evening non-conference basketball for you tonight. Welcome inside the Herm. This is voice of the Pacers, Will Dalton, on the call. Your Pacers, you're seeing them for the first time, the men's team here in 2020 at the Herm. Actually haven't seen them at home since about mid-December when they beat Berea. But your Pacers, so far, they're 4-7 overall and 3-1 in USA South Conference play. However, this is not a part of that conference play. Today, your Pacers are going to be taking on the Knights of Southern Virginia University. They come to us out of Buena Vista, Virginia, out of the Capital Athletic Conference, the CAC. Today, the Pacers, they're coming off of a road win, convincingly 101-81 at Greensboro College just a few days ago. John Burwell led the scoring for your Pacers in that game with 23 points, followed by Cam Ferguson with 19. 19 points on 71.4% shooting behind the three-point arc. So Cam Ferguson doing Cam Ferguson things in the last win for your Pacers. Pacers are on a 3-game win streak, and they're 2-3 here at home in the Herman Athletic Center. On the Southern Virginia side of things, the Knights are 1-13 overall, so a tough season so far for them, and they have yet to play a CAC conference game, so they're 0-0 there, and they're 0-5 on the road, and they are on a 5-game losing streak. They're coming off of a road loss, 87-77, at Shenandoah University in the Shenandoah shootout. So tough start for Southern Virginia. As you can see, we're at mid-court. And a quick takedown by John Burwell, but a block is going to get us going here at the Herm. So here comes the Knights for their first opportunity today. Cross on the right wing, double team quickly by Burwell and Bryant. Out of bounds. That's coming off of Aaron Leavitt, and it's coming back to the Pacers. So a quick start. Still 0-0 with 19:40 to go in the first half. Full court press early for Southern Virginia. Cam Ferguson dishes it out to Sellers. He goes in on the left side, nothing there for him, and he has to get it out to Burwell in the left corner. A lot of energy early by both sides. Bryant, Tyrell Jr., deep one from beyond the arc. Good. 3-0, Pacers strike first. Pacers in a full court press defense early as well. Cam Ferguson goes over to help Bryant with the double team, and now a pass to Cross. Cross goes up and goes over two Pacer defenders, Sellers and Tyrell Jr. And that's going to be a foul. Bucket will fall. Bucket will count. And one more free throw coming up for Cross as he's going to get an opportunity to knot us up at 3-all. That foul on Tyson Sellers. First one for him and first one for anybody today. Knights come into this one a 58.9% free throw shooting team, and Cross just added to that percentage just a little bit. He makes his free throw 3-3. Tyrell Jr., Cam Ferguson, this would be big and good. So 2 threes early and 2 threes made for your Pacers, 6-3. They're up with 18:50 to go in the first half. Good defense here by Bryan, almost gets a takeaway. Right corner. Armstrong thought about it, has to dish it back out. Now up top for Cross. Cross, a lot of double teams early for the Pacers. A response from three-point land, no good for Dill. That was his first opportunity today. No-look pass, Burwell, and that's going to be a foul on one of the 3 Southern Virginia defenders down low. And they'll signal it's on Sam Armstrong, so that's the first foul on Southern Virginia for today. And Tyrell Jr., sophomore guard / forward utility player out of Clayton, North Carolina, standing 6'2", is going to get a couple of opportunities from the free throw line. Nails the first. First free throws for the Pacers today. They come into this one a 71.6% shooting team from the line. One of 2 there for Tyrell Jr. Pacers lead at 7-3 with 18:19 to go. Here's another 3. Quite a few threes from both sides, and that one's made. 7-6. Pacers only lead by 1 now. Burwell over to Trey Bryant. Got caught in the double team. Sellers, left wing, drives up the left lane. Now Sellers out to Burwell, who drives in strong. No contested for Burwell, and Burwell's going to convert and put the Pacers up by 3, 9-6. High energy from both sides on both sides of the floor. Shot no good from three-point land. Rebounded by Cam Ferguson. Pacers bring it back up. Almost a travel on Burwell. May have been, but he got away with it. Now Burwell gets it back at the top of the key. He's guarded by Jones. Goes in. Pass to Tyrell Jr. Layup and good. Pacers lead by 5 with 17.5 minutes to go in the first half. 11-6 your score. Pacers in a full court press defense. Both sides, a lot of double teams here early, as we've only been at play for about 3 minutes. Layup no good. Leave it on the miss, and rebounded by Trey Bryant, who gets it to Burwell quickly. High energy comes in Sellers. Tyrell Jr., another layup. It bounces around and out, but he gets his own rebound. He's triple teamed down low and blocked by one of the Southern Virginia defenders. And quickly down the floor, Jones to Dill. Dill working on Trey Bryant. Goes up and under. Stolen away. Tipped by Burwell into the hands of Sellers, who gives it back to Burwell, and Burwell just hit the floor hard after a miss, so it's coming back to Southern Virginia here on the right side. Three-pointer, left wing, good. Sam Armstrong, senior guard from Buena Vista, Virginia, with that one, and that's going to cut the Pacer lead to 2, 11-9. High energy early, as we've only been at play for about 3.5, going on 4 minutes. Burwell, here's an answer potentially from Ferguson, and it is. Things getting a little chippy from three-point land here early. 14-9, Pacers up 5. As Cam Ferguson does what he does best there. And now a foul call. That'll be a reach-in on Cam Ferguson. And we'll take this one out of bounds. Southern Virginia will maintain possession. Southern Virginia rocking some crimson uniforms today and some white and gray trim. Pacers, however, they're going to be rocking their white uniforms with black and green trim. They're taking it to the left of us at the scores table when they're on offense, and the Knights of Southern Virginia are to the right of us here at the scores table. This will be Jameer Cross to check it out for the Knights. As soon as he receives the ball from the official, he does there. He passes it in, and he finds Canlin fresh off the bench. Wild pass out of bounds. It's coming here to the Pacers as it went out of bounds right here at the scores table. In the meantime, Mikhail Gaylord will check in and pass this one in as soon as he receives it from the official. Another substitution for Southern Virginia. Ackrey will check in place of Jameer Cross. Burwell working on Ackrey, who just checked into the ball game. Bo Bryant into the game for your Pacers for the first time today. Big freshman off the bench for your Pacers so far this season. There's Whitmore. A pass down low to Hubert. So a lot of new players in for your Pacers. The only one of the starters is Burwell, still in there. And Bo Bryant gets his first bucket of the day, 16-9. Pacers out to a nice lead here early with 15.5 minutes to play in the first half. Ackrey working on Burwell. Good Burwell defense. However, there's a reach-in on Burwell. That'll be a quick foul, and now we'll take a quick timeout. 15:23 on the clock in the first half. Your Pacers lead it 16-9. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network. Three-pointers have been pretty much the name of the game for each side so far in this first 5 minutes or so that we've been at it here at the Herm. Your Pacers lead at 16-9. Southern Virginia currently 2 of 4 from 3. Meanwhile, the Pacers are 3 of 4 from three-point land. So here's Quentin Ackery working on Gaylord. Gaylord with the tip and out of bounds. Good defense from Gaylord as he gets a nice little butt tap from Coach Claude Shields, who's in his 8th season as the Pacers head coach. As Ackery will check this one out of bounds. Gaylord hopping up and down, trying to defend the pass in, and it goes in to Austin Wood. Wood, a handoff to Siemens. Siemens working on Whitmore. Siemens, good defense here from the Pacers. Gets a nice little burst of energy out of the crowd. Deep three, no good for Wood. And here comes Gaylord to bring it up for your Pacers with just under 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Whitmore gets the handoff from Bo Bryant. Whitmore on the left side and now up to Sellers. Three-pointer top of the key, good for Sellers. That's his first 3 of the day. And his first bucket of the day as well. Pass. And that's over the back. As it crossed over midcourt. So that'll be a backcourt violation for Southern Virginia. 19-9, Pacers lead it by 10. Couple of substitutions here for the Knights. George Howe into this one, along with Kimball Kodum. And Jameer Cross will check back into the game. Among the starters in right now. Austin Wood working on Sellers. Wood comes around and hands it off to Cross. Cross, and there's a foul, that one likely on Bo Bryant. Little contact there. Pacers on an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 16 seconds. They've hit 3 of their last 4 from the field. And a pass in now. This one goes to Austin Wood as he drives in on Tyson Sellers. Goes up over Sellers, rattles around the rim and out. So rebounded by Mikel Gaylord for your Pacers. And they'll bring it up quickly. Whitmore back to Gaylord. Gaylord to Bo Bryant. Bo Bryant drives up the left lane. Fake pass, give and go. And that's Josh Hubert, freshman forward from Charlotte, North Carolina, on the conversion. 21-9. Your Pacers lead this one with 14:05 to go here in the first half at the Herm. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network. .11 lead for your Pacers here with 14:05 left in the first half from the Herm. It's going to be Knights ball as Pacers are in a full court press formation on defense. A pass in from Siemens to Cross, almost taken away by Bo Bryant. Double team Bryant, Sellers and Bryant. Great defense there, and a wild pass into the stands. That's coming back to the Pacers. Great defense so far from the Pacers. They've already forced 3 turnovers, as that was actually the 4th one. A lot of double teaming early for the Pacers, as Hubert will receive the pass from Gaylord. Bo Bryant from the left corner, and that's going to be a foul on George Howe, a freshman from Woodbridge, Virginia. Will be a blocking foul, however, so no free throws awarded here as Cam Ferguson will pass this one into Gaylord at the top of the key and over to Bo Bryant. Bryant drives up the lane, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Bo Bryant. And now substitutions for the Pacers as Tyrell Jr. and Trey Bryant will check in for Hubert and Bo Bryant. Southern Virginia scoreless in the last 2:57. Pacers on a 10-0 run. And a pass, they finally cross midcourt. Long pass down to Armstrong. Armstrong picks up his dribble. Good defense here from Gaylord, gives it off to Wood. Wood on the right wing, calls for a quick play. He's guarded by Ferguson. Goes around the pick. He's still got it, loses possession, but there's his teammate Armstrong, who takes a deep three well off to the right, though, and rebounded by Sellers. So here come the Pacers. Sellers dribbles up through traffic, and a jam from Sellers! Not to mention one more free throw coming his way. Huge play from Tyson Sellers. I'm no expert, but you'll be seeing a poster of that on your cereal box tomorrow morning. What a jam from Tyson Sellers. Sellers free throw good. Substitution. As Sellers checks out, Burwell checks in. And what a piece of momentum for the Pacers here early. Really making a statement in the opening 7 minutes. We've got 13:09 left in the first half. 24-9 the score. Pacers lead big by 15. Quick ball movement, gets it down the floor. Left corner, Sam Armstrong. Nothing there. Good defense from Burwell. Has to pass it out to Cross. Double team by Bryant and Ferguson, and now Bryant will pull off and Ferguson will take it. Good defense from Ferguson, forces the miss, and now Trey Bryant hits the floor hard. As he holds his nose, checks for blood. Seems to be okay, just got rattled up just a little bit. Pacers on a 13-0 run in the last 3:52 of play. Tyrell Jr. will pass this one to Burwell from the inbound. Burwell moves up and sprints down the floor quickly. Finds Tyrell Jr. What little bit of a wild layup, no good, and rebounded by Burwell. Burwell, nice move, up and under. And I believe he's going to get one more attempt from the line. Pacers feeling themselves early, as they've almost got this to a 20-point lead, as they are up 26-9. 17-point lead by the Pacers here early. 12:33 to go in the first half. Burwell, a 58.1% shooter from the line, adds to the percentage and puts the Pacers up 18 with that free throw attempt. 27-9, Pacers lead. Good defense from the Pacers. A lot of aggression, a lot of intensity, as the Knights are having trouble finding any type of basket, as they're scoreless in the last 4:07, and that layup is a miss from Quincy Jones. And here comes the Pacers. Tyrell Jr. Lane, a lot of contact, and he's going to go to the line for two. Tyrell Jr. with an opportunity to put the Pacers up 20 with only 12:07 to go in the first half. Haven't even been at it for 10 minutes, and the Pacers almost lead it by 20. First foul of the day for Trey Dill. Tyrell Jr., sophomore from Clayton, North Carolina, and Clayton High School, takes his first free throw and misses it. A few substitutions now for Southern Virginia. Both Leavitt and Wood check into the game. Tyrell Jr., second free throw good. Tyrell Jr., 7 points to his credit after that free throw, and good defense here from the Pacers. Right corner, Jameer Cross working on Burwell. Runs into Trey Bryant, and I believe that's going to be a foul on Trey Bryant, as that's exactly what the official will signal to the scorers table. That's the first foul of the day for Trey Bryant. So 28-11. Big lead for the Pacers with 11:52 to go here in the first half. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network. Pacers on a 21-5 massive run in the last 6 minutes and 25 seconds. As Jameer Cross, senior guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is going to take a couple of free throws here. Pacers up 17. And free throw good from Cross. Cross has 3 points after that free throw. And Burwell around the horn into Tyrell Jr. Cam Ferguson, deep one from the right side, and in and out, and rebounded by Tyrell Jr. He gets it out to Burwell. Fresh shot clock awarded to the Pacers. Ferguson down to Trey Bryant. Trey Bryant, wild pass out to Tyrell Jr., but he handles it, gets it to Burwell. Burwell with a strong take. And Pacers hit the 30-point mark with not even 10 minutes of play in regulation. Pacers with a nice 18-point lead. And there's a travel on Austin Wood, and so now Tyson Sellers, Taquan Whitmore, and Bo Bryant will check into the game for Jalen Owens, Cam Ferguson, and Donnelly Tyrell Jr. And as Whitmore will pass it into Burwell. 19-3 run over the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds for your Pacers. And there's a foul on Austin Wood.
Hit 20. Hit right here.
As Tyson Sellers hit the floor hard after that foul. Foul number 1 for Austin Wood. As Burwell will come over to the left of us at the scorer's table, looking for options. And he'll find Trey Bryant, and Bryant will hand it right back to Burwell. Burwell, sharp pass to Sellers. Sellers, step back too deep, up off the rim, no good. It's coming to Southern Virginia after it tipped off the hands of one of the Pacers who was trying to get the offensive rebound. Pacers in a full court press. Southern Virginia looking for any kind of offense here. They've been struggling as they're only 1 of their last 6 and now 2 of their last 7 as they convert there. So 30-14. And now we'll take a quick timeout. So 30-14 lead. Your Pacers lead it by 16 with 10:43 to go in the first half. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network. Coach Claude Shields in his 8th season with your Pacers, and he's assisted by John Bunch, who's also in his 8th season, so he's been in it with Coach Shields the whole way. Jamal Stokes and Roy McMillan in their first seasons here with the Pacers as assistants. So here comes Gaylord. Gaylord down to Sellers from the corner, and now gets it to Bo Bryant, who gets it right back to Sellers, takes the 3 and rattles in good. So 3-pointer from Tyson Sellers. And that's going to push that Pacer lead out to the largest it's been. 33-14, they lead by 19. Cross goes in on Burwell, shakes him, and there's a foul, and that's going to be on either Trey Bryant or John Burwell. It will be on John Burwell as he got a little piece of Jameer Cross as he went up the right side of the lane. 10-11 on the game clock here in the first half.
What? Not opening his mouth. What the hell are you like?
First free throw from Cross rattles in. He's a 73.5% shooter from the line, so he adds to that percentage just a bit there. As Cam Ferguson checks back into the game for your Pacers. Second shot good from Cross. So Cross has 5 points after that free throw. Pacers up 33-16. 10-minute mark hit here in the first half. Sellers goes up high and comes down with a foul. He'll go to the line and take a couple free throws. Not sure who that foul is on. And that'll be on Quincy Jones as the official signals over to us at the scorer's table. Sellers has 9 points. He leads the Pacers. He's 3 of 4 from the field. 2 of 2 of that 3 of 4 is from 3. And now he's 2 of 2 from the line after hitting his first shot. He's now got 10 points. Tyson Sellers goes through his second routine from the line. And shot good. So under 10 minutes remaining. Pacers lead it by 19. Full court press here from the Pacers. That's one thing that stuck out for them this half. It's been great defense and a lot of double teaming that's been forcing some turnovers. 5 turnovers so far from Southern Virginia. Pacers only have 2 turnovers, so they've done a great job on the other end of taking care of the ball. Quincy Jones, left wing, deep one for Cross. No shot, and rebounded and taken back down. Trey Bryant on the other end with the miss. Quincy Jones will take it back over to the other side for Southern Virginia, and he dribbles it off his foot and into the hands. Here's Trey Bryant going up strong. It's hard off the backboard and a foul. So Trey Bryant will get a pair of free throws. Bo Bryant on the steal, his first of the game. Pacers usually get about 8.3 steals per game. That was their second of the contest there from Bo Bryant. Jameer Cross on the foul, his first one of the game. First shot from Trey Bryant, good. He's got 1 point after that free throw. He's 0 of 1 so far from the field, and that was his first attempt at the line. Trey Bryant, a 73.4% shooter from the charity stripe, as he pushes the Pacer lead out to 20. I think they've had it to a 20-point lead only once. And now it'll stay right there, 36-16. Second shot no good from Bryant, but rebounded by the Pacers. Wide open 3, Sellers. No good. Cam Ferguson will take a 3, no good. And this one's up in the air, tipped around and into the hands of Quentin Ackery. And Ackery over to Cross, almost loses it out of bounds. Ackery guarded by Gaylord, goes up the left side strong, heaves it up, hits the floor, no foul. And Gaylord will bring this right back for the Pacers. Sellers going up, and good. That one over Quentin Ackery. And now they're not going to count that basket, as they're going to say it was an offensive foul on Sellers. Claude Shields probably questions that call, but being up 20, he's probably not going to make a big deal out of it here at this point. 8:41 to go in the first half, as the Pacers still in a full court press. Ackery brings it up, guarded by Gaylord, almost loses it. Gaylord went for the takeaway, and now recovered. Ackery calls for a play. Ackery goes around Gaylord, nothing there for him. He gives it to the top of the key. And there's a travel on Kimball Kodum. Pretty obvious travel call there. So 36-16, Pacers lead by 20 with 8:15 remaining in the first half. Gaylord, long pass down the floor, Cam Ferguson. Tyrell Jr. from the left corner, Cam Ferguson from the right. No good on the 3. And now here comes Southern Virginia. Ackery brings it up, goes around a pick from Kodum, and stolen away. Pass intended for Canlin, but stolen by Gaylord. Gaylord, and an obvious push by Tyrell Jr. Almost an unnecessary push there from Bennett Canlin, as Tyrell Jr. did not like that at all. And now we're going to take a quick timeout with 7:50 to go in the first half. Second foul of the day for Canlin. And Tyrell Jr. is going to have a pair of free throws when we come back. Your Pacers lead it by 20 right here on the Pacers Sports Network. Southern Virginia averages about 72.2 points per game as a team. However, they're struggling to score here. Now, you can probably credit that to some really, really good Pacer defense, as between full court presses and double teams anywhere you look, Southern Virginia only being able to score 16 so far to this point, as opposed to the Pacers' 37 after Tyrell Jr. hits his first free throw. Second shot is up and good for Tyrell Jr. And so now Pacers are actually going to get the ball back after what was clearly a flagrant foul on Canlin after an unnecessary and pretty hard push on Tyrell Jr. as he was in midair. This will be Jalen Owens, a freshman from Clinton, North Carolina, with the inbounds pass to Tyrell Jr. Tyrell Jr. double teamed in the corner, comes out, finds Whitmore at the top of the key. Whitmore goes in, up the right lane, and strong take good for Whitmore. Pacers up 40-16 with 7:35 to go in the first half. Ackery takes it right up the gut, up and under Tyrell Jr. Missed, but rebounded from Dill, and Dill's going to go up and get fouled. That's Mikkel Gaylord on the foul. That's his first of the day for Gaylord. This will be Trey Dill, a sophomore from Idaho, at the line. Dietrich, Idaho to be exact. First shot no good for Dill. Dill, a 58.3% shooter at the line, as he'll go through his routine and get ready to take the second shot, which will go through. So 1 of 2 there for Dill at the line. Pacers still on a 7-1 run in the last 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Jalen Owens with a lob pass tipped, but still makes it to Whitmore in the right corner. And now a jump ball is Whitmore and Jake Fisher. Fisher in fresh off the bench, and that'll force it to the Southern Virginia side of things. And this will be Siemens with the inbounds pass. Whitmore guarding, they cross midcourt. Austin Wood with it, trying to get by Whitmore. Good defense here from Whitmore. And Ackery, the pass to the top of the key, and now over to the right side. Wood around the horn into the right corner, over to Siemens. Siemens takes a 2 inside the arc, and good. 40-19, Pacers lead by 21 with 6:45 remaining in the first half. Jalen Owens gets it to Gaylord quickly. Gaylord met by Ackery. Now double team, because here comes Siemens. And now that's going to be a reach-in foul on Ackery, after some tough defense from both Ackery and Siemens on the double team before they could cross midcourt. So now Gaylord will get a couple of free throws. Ackery, that was his first foul of the day. Gaylord, no points on the board so far today, but he has an opportunity to change that here, and he does after nailing his first free throw. Gaylord, an 80.6% free throw shooter, and he'll add to it there after making the first free throw, and he'll attempt to do so here as he gets ready to take the second. A nice little overhaul for the Pacers with substitutions. Trey Bryant, Bo Bryant, Cam Ferguson, and Tyson Sellers all check in. And Gaylord misses the second one, and so Fisher will bring this up. He's met by Bo Bryant, has to get it off to Cross. Cross guarded by Gaylord near the midcourt logo. Pass to the right wing. Armstrong, top of the key, Dill. Hand off to Wood. Wood goes up on Sellers. Pass to the right corner. Fisher goes up. Swat from Bo Bryant misses. Fisher converts. And now the Pacers lead by 20, 41-21. And almost stolen away as Sam Armstrong crashes right into the scores table in front of us here. But it's going to stay with the Pacers as he was the last one to touch it. Pacers a little cold, one of their last 5 from the field. Southern Virginia picking up slight momentum, not a ton. You know, the Pacers still lead by 20. However, they're on a 5-1 run in the last minute 25. So Burwell drives in on the right side. Layup attempt no good, rebounded, and here comes Southern Virginia. Sam Armstrong brings it up. He's met by Ferguson, and a pass down to Fisher, almost stolen by Bo Bryant. Goes up on Trey Bryant. And that's going to be a foul and an and one. Trey Bryant charged with that one, and so this will be Fisher to try and tack on one more as the Knights cut into that Pacer lead and cut it to 18. They've still got a lot of work to do, but definitely steps in the right direction for Southern Virginia. They're a 58.9% free throw shooting team as entering this contest, and Fisher will add to that and add to his scoring total as he hits that free throw, and Pacers only lead by 17 now, 41-24, 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Burwell takes a glance up at the clock, 15 on the shot clock. Burwell drives in, kicks it out to Sellers from the right corner, and too strong, rebounded by Cross for Southern Virginia. Cross comes up the side on the left side, pass to the right wing. Wood drives up the gut, layup from Fisher. Fisher's starting to heat up as he hits the layup, a little contact, no whistle blown. 5 minutes exactly on the clock. Here's Trey Bryant, right corner, and he'll get it back up to Burwell. Burwell takes a glance at Claude Shields, who's calling a play. As Burwell lets his team move a little bit, finds Cam Ferguson at the midcourt logo, handoff back to Burwell. Burwell guarded by Wood. 8 on the shot clock. Burwell goes up strong, has to kick it to Ferguson. Ferguson, and he's fouled. And Ferguson gets hit pretty hard, tries to get the shot off, so he'll get an opportunity here with 3 free throws. The marksman for the Pacers, only with 6 points today, but both of them coming from beyond the arc as expected, as he nails his first free throw. Ferguson, a 72.7% free throw shooter. And he'll attempt to tack more onto that percentage right there, and he does not, as this one goes in and out. It's tipped around and into the hands of Cross for Southern Virginia. Trey Bryant, good defense here, pass down low, and in and out for Quincy Jones. And out of bounds likely on Cam Ferguson, who was the last to touch it, and it's going to stay here with the Knights. With 4:25 to go in the first half, Pacers lead it by, they lead at 42-16. 16-point lead for the Pacers. And there's Fisher, who's been hot as of late, but misses there. He's now 3 of 4 from the field. Fisher leads scoring for Southern Virginia with 7 points. He's 3 of 4 from the field and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Speaking of the free throw line, Josh Hubert, freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, is going to have an opportunity at some free throws here for the Pacers after an offensive foul on the other side of the court. First free throw good for Hubert. A couple of subs from both sides. Whitmore will check in for Sellers for your Pacers after the Josh Hubert free throw. Second free throw no good, and rebounded by Calvin Siemens, who was the substitution for Southern Virginia. So 4:16 to go in the first half. Pacers up 43-26. This is Jones with it on the left side. Pass down to Siemens, and the shot no good from Siemens, rebounded by Hubert of your Pacers. Burwell, sharp pass, intercepted, but kicked back out right to Hubert. Pacers will stay with it. 20 on the shot clock, 3:50 on the game clock in the first half. Burwell goes up the left lane. Whistle blown. And that's a foul on Josh Hubert. As we will take a quick timeout here from the Herm. Pacers with a lot of momentum. Southern Virginia crawling back into it slowly but surely, but your Pacers still lead it by 17, 43-26, with 3:47 to go here in the first half. You're listening to the Pacer Sports Network. Welcome back to the Pacers Sports Network, where your Pacers lead by 17. Here with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the first half. Pacers on a nice 3-game winning streak, and they're looking to push that out to 4 here at the Herm. And a win here today would make them 3-3 here at home. So Jones has it for Southern Virginia to open right out of the timeout. Good defense from Whitmore, a pick from Fisher. Jones almost loses it, kicks it to Cross. Cross met by Burwell about midway up the right lane. A high arcing two, no good, and recovered by Tyrell Jr. So here comes the Pacers. Burwell catches the pass, nice spin move and converted for John Burwell, who pushes the Pacer lead back out to 19. Too strong on the layup from Kodum, but put back good from Siemens. Knights in a full court press as Burwell comes up, shakes the defense, shakes Jones, takes a three, no good, but kicked back to Whitmore. Cam Ferguson near the midcourt logo, no good. Tyrell Jr. back to Ferguson. And a whistle blown. Ferguson will get a couple free throws. .242 to go in the first half. Pacers up 45-28 at this point. That foul on Jake Fisher, his first. Pacers a little bit down at the moment. They're 1 of 5 from the field. As Cam Ferguson hits the first free throw. Southern Virginia not doing much better as they're 1 of their last 6. .18 lead for your Pacers. They average about 82.8 points per game as a team, and they're well on their way to topping that today, as Cam Ferguson's second free throw is good. He's got 9 points. Pacers up 19, 47-28 with 2:41 to go. Pass tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Southern Virginia. Good intensity on defense all half for the Pacers, as they look to carry this momentum right to halftime. A lob pass down to the left corner, wide open three, good for Calvin Siemens, freshman from Longmont, Colorado. And that'll cut the lead down to 16 for the Pacers, 47-31. 2:21 to go here in the first half. Sellers goes around a pick from Tyrell Jr. Whitmore, left wing, working on Fisher. Nice little crossover move, gets an ooh and an ah from the crowd. And now Gaylord on the right side. Gaylord loses it, goes right to Tyrell Jr., misses the layup attempt, rebounded by Gaylord. Whitmore wide open, left wing, and good. 50-31, Pacers put the lead back out to 19 with 1:53 to go in regulation here in the first half. Whitmore, 5 points after that three, and Mikael Gaylord gets his first assist of the day. Pacers currently have 9 of those assists, and they average about 13.3 as a team per game. Pacers have led by as much as 21, I believe, today. They currently lead by 19, 50-31, with 1:44 to play. Whitmore guarding Jones. And there's a travel on Jones. As good defense from Whitmore forces a turnover. Jones really had nowhere to go there. Turnover number 9 for Southern Virginia. Pacers have 5 turnovers so far. Been good at keeping control and taking care of the ball. Second turnover for the day on Jones. Jones, junior, guard from Atlanta, Georgia. As Gaylord comes up the right side strong, a whistle blown. And that's a foul on Austin Wood. As Austin Wood gets a foul right after coming off the bench. Each side has 10 team fouls. So Gaylord goes up for his first free throw. It rattles around, looked like it was going to go back in, but it's out. DeAndre Thomas checking in for the first time today for Trey Bryant. Thomas, a senior forward, standing 6'5" from Concord, North Carolina, and he's coming from Covenant Day School there in Concord. Gaylord good on the second free throw. And that's going to put the lead out to 20 points at 51-31 for the Pacers. 1.5 minutes even to go here in the first half. Ackrey goes down to the left corner to Fisher. Fisher inside and good. Kodum with that conversion. And that'll cut the Pacer lead to 18. Nice little shake from Gaylord to get rid of Ackrey. Pass down to the right corner. Tyro Jr. No good on the three. Gaylord flies in for the rebound, but he loses it out of bounds. And that ball is going to come back to Southern Virginia. Good hustle play there from Gaylord, but loses it. And we've got 1:04 left on the game clock. As Ackrey crosses midcourt, he's met by Whitmore. Now to the right side. Cross, double team, good defense here from the Pacers. That was DeAndre Thomas and Gaylord on the double team, and the three-pointer from Southern Virginia no good. So Gaylord, hand off to Whitmore on the right side. Whitmore heading towards the top of the key, drives on cross, and no good on the layup. 35 seconds to go in regulation in the first half. Southern Virginia bringing it up. Trey Dill goes around a pick from Kodum, and a three-pointer no good. Rebound by Gaylord. Shot clock off. 23 on the game clock, and Gaylord will likely take his time and try and get the last shot of the possession for the Pacers. Gaylord guarded by Ackrey. Gaylord to Tyro Jr. inside the arc at the top of the key. Now back to Gaylord on the left side. It's Tyson Sellers. And shot no good from Sellers. And Fisher with the rebound, but no point even getting a shot off, as that's going to take us to the buzzer here in the first half. So 51-33, your Pacers lead by 18 here at the half. However, scoreless in the last 1:36 for the Pacers. We'll be right back here in about 15 minutes to get the second half going here on the Pacer Sports Network. Don't go away. As we get ready to start the second half here on the Pacer Sports Network, I think one of the main things that you need to look for the Pacers to carry back over into the second half that they completely dominated in the first half was their double-team defense and three-point shooting. Started out hot, cooled off a bit, but I think those are the two elements you are going to want to look for as Tyrell Jr. opens us up here in the second half with a layup and a 20-point lead for the Pacers, 53-33. And now a whistle on Trey Bryant as a tight defense on Trey Dill is going to force a foul. Not a shooting foul, so they'll take it out right to the left of us here at the scorer's table. Trey Bryant will check out of the game. That was his third foul of the game. Aaron Leavitt, a pass into Quincy Jones. Southern Virginia getting their first crack at it here in the second half. Three-pointer, no good. They also started off the game hot from three as them and the Pacers traded back and forth threes for a little while there in the first part of the first half, but then both sides really cooled off. As Southern Virginia goes 0 of 1 from 3 to start out the second half. Burwell brings it up for your Pacers on the left side. A pass over to Cam Ferguson. He's met by Sam Armstrong. Back over to Burwell. Burwell goes up the right side, right corner to Sellers. Sellers goes in. Cam Ferguson kicks to Bo Bryant. Bo Bryant goes up the left lane and good for Bo Bryant. Bo Bryant, 4 points now. He's 2 of 2 from the field, 1 rebound and 2 assists to his credit. Pacers already back in that full court press defense that they used most of the first half that converted into 9 turnovers for Southern Virginia, and a conversion there is the first one for the Knights and the first one of Trey Dill for the second half. So Pacers lead it by 20, 55-35. 18:32 to go in the second half. Pacers looking to extend their winning streak out to 4 and become 3-3 here at home. And this would improve their record overall out to 5-7. Is now whistle blown. That'll be a foul on the floor, so no free throws coming for Burwell, but the Pacers will maintain possession. And now substitution as George Howe checks in for Sam Armstrong. Howe, freshman guard from Woodbridge, Virginia, and Colgan High School. Burwell pass into Bo Bryant. Bryant, nice little bounce pass to Burwell, converts into a 2. And there's the biggest lead of the game for the Pacers at 22. 57-35 your score, 18-13 to go in the second half. Almost a kick on Sellers, but did not quite make contact with his foot, and there's a layup for Austin Wood. 2 points, that's the first bucket of the day for Austin Wood, and that assist coming from Aaron Leavitt, his first assist of the game. Sellers down to Burwell, left corner. Bo Bryant, Sellers wide open from the three-point line, top of the key, no good. And rebounded by Trey Dill. Trey Dill gives it to Austin Wood. Wood back to Dill. Dill hand off to Jones. Jones trying to get around Sellers. Pump fake up over Sellers, short, but rebounded and put back in by Aaron Leavitt. Excuse me, that's Leavitt on the miss, did not convert. Tyrell Jr. on the other end, however, does. And the Pacers extend that lead back out to 22, 59-37. Left side, Leavitt back to Jones. Jones working on Tyrell Jr. He's going to pause for a second. Tyrell Jr. reaching in. Jones swats it away, and now a whistle. And some subs coming in for both sides. As Ackrey, the one and only substitution for Southern Virginia, will check in. Whistle was a foul on Cam Ferguson, his second. On the Pacers side of things, Josh Hubert, Mikal Gaylord, Taquan Whitmore, and Tyson Sellers are all in the game. So Burwell out to Whitmore in the left corner. Whitmore to the right side, tipped away and out of bounds. Last touch by Aaron Leavitt, so it'll stay here with the Pacers. Gaylord looking for options. He finds Bo Bryant, top of the key, wide open three, and good for Bo Bryant. Bo Bryant with his first three-pointer of the day. And now right side, a drive inside for George Howell and a foul. So a couple free throws coming for Howell. That one on Josh Hubert. Hubert, his second personal foul of the game and Pacers' third team foul of the half. George Howell, freshman guard from Woodbridge, Virginia, sets up at the line. And first free throw good. Knights not particularly great from the line as a team. About 58.9%, so just under 60, as Howell converts the first free throw. Pacers still lead large, 62-38. Howell, a 58.6% shooter, misses there. And Whitmore brings it up for the Pacers. Pass down to Bo Bryant. Bryant to Hubert, and up and under and in for Hubert. And Pacers get right back into a full court press defense, 64-38. They lead by 26. Howell down to Dill, and a pass over the head of Ackrey, as Ackrey and Gaylord will chase it down. And that's out of bounds, and so we will see. And it's actually going to be a timeout with 15:52 to go here in the second half. Pacers lead it 64-38. You're listening to the Pacer Sports Network. Southern Virginia comes into this one 0-5 on the road, and it's not looking good here as they trail by 26. With 15:52 remaining here in the second half, it'll be Jalen Owens for the inbounds pass for the Pacers. He'll find Tyrell Jr., who's quickly met by a double team. Stripped and out of bounds, but last touched. And they're actually going to call a foul on Calvin Siemens. And Gaylord will take this out of bounds, and we'll try this one more time on the inbound play. Gaylord looking for options. He finds Tyrell Jr. near the top of the key, right side, and now here's Whitmore, who goes around. He's guarded by Ackrey at the top of the key. Goes up and in and around and in for Whitmore. Pacers on a 9-1 run in the last 2:18. So starting off the second half just as hot as they started the first half. And now a response. And that'll put the Pacer lead back down to 26. Tyrell Jr. receives a pass from Gaylord. Jump ball, and it's going to go to Southern Virginia. John Burwell coming back into the game for your Pacers. He's going to check in for Jalen Owens. John Burwell, a junior guard right here from Raleigh, North Carolina, went to Millbrook High School. As Jake Fisher will look for some options for the inbound pass and find Trey Dill, and they'll Dill back to Fisher. Fisher working on Tyrell Jr. Hands off to Ackery. Ackery guarded by Whitmore as they cross midcourt. 15:03 to go in the second half. Pacers up 26. As it's been complete Pacer dominance in this one. From the left wing, Ackery blocked off by Josh Hubert. Hubert with some great defense today for the Pacers. Fisher finds nothing, kicks it out to the left wing. And three-pointer from Calvin Siemens, no good. And now a technical foul. And now another technical foul. After Trey Dill had some choice words for the official. Receives one tech, and then more words from Dill will charge a second technical. Gaylord, first free throw good. So confirmed, Trey Dill has been ejected after two technicals back-to-back right there. Not sure what was said, but does not seem to matter at this point. All three free throws from Mikhail Gaylord is good. He'll get 4, 2 for each foul. And a make here would put the Pacers up 30. Free throw not good, so 69-40, Pacers up 29. Pacers average about 82.2 points a game, and I got a funny feeling they're going to completely smash that. With 14:43 left to go in this one, and they have no intentions of taking the foot off the gas just yet. They've hit 7 of their last 8 from the field. And this is Burwell. Crosses up, Cross tips the pass, and now a foul. And that's going to be on Ackery. Bennett Canlin in for Trey Dill after his ejection for Southern Virginia. Gaylord will pass this one into Burwell on the left side. Burwell gets it back up to Gaylord. Gaylord working on Ackery. Tyrell Jr. with the pick and the spin. Here's Whitmore on the right side. Juke to the right, finds nothing on Siemens. And now right corner, here comes Hubert and a foul. That one on Slaughter. So that'll actually be Bennett Canlin on the foul, not Slaughter. That's his third foul of the game. Josh Hubert will have an opportunity to make this a 30 and a 31-point game if he hits both of these free throws. So first free throw from the 1-and-1 attempt is good, and that'll put the Pacers up 70-40 with 14:16 to go. Hubert, a 62.5% free throw shooter, hits the second. So 2 of 2 there from the line will put the Pacers up 31. Ackery brings this one up quickly, 71-40. And a wild pass out of bounds. It's staying here with Southern Virginia. Last touch by one of the Pacers. Pacers on a 5-0 run in the last minute and 11. Ackery looking for options. Finds the left side. Calvin Siemens no good on the 3, but rebounded. And put back attempt no good from Bennett Canlin. However, he will go to the line. That's going to be a foul on Donnelly Tyrell Jr., his first. So good job from Tyrell Jr. to stay out of foul trouble today. Pacers only 4 fouls to their credit this half as a team. Southern Virginia was 7. First free throw Swirls around and in for Canlin. That's his first point of the day. And a nice little overhaul for the Pacers and Southern Virginia as far as substitutions are concerned. (71-41) your score. Pacers complete dominant performance with 14:01 to go in the second half. Bo Bryant, Trey Bryant, Tyson Sellers, and Camden Ferguson, all four check in for your Pacers, and second free throw good to make it a 29-point lead for the Pacers. Burwell working on cross. They find the midcourt logo. Burwell kicks it to Bo Bryant. Pump fake from the top of the key and hand off to Burwell. Burwell is going to be fouled by Cross on the handoff. 13:46 remaining in the second half. 29-point lead by your Pacers. Burwell with 11 points. He's 5 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and make that 2 of 2. So he'll get one more free throw, as this is a 1-and-1 attempt. Goes through his routine and shoots the second one, and good. So Pacers lead by 31, the biggest of the game for them, 73-42. We've still got 13 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Pacers not letting off the gas just yet. Fisher, left wing 2, is good. Fisher with 9 points after that jumper. Burwell gives it to Bo Bryant near the midcourt logo, comes around to the left side, and a travel on Bo Bryant. Good defense there from Fisher to force the turnover. Pacers only 8 turnovers so far to the Southern Virginia 10 turnovers, as Fisher will go to check this one out, and he'll find Quincy Jones on the inbound pass. So Jones will jog this one up, crosses midcourt. He's guarded by Sellers, and now Ackery with it. From the right corner, Armstrong, nothing there. Good defense from Cam Ferguson. Whistle, and that'll be a foul on one of the Pacer defenders. Looks like it'll be Bo Bryant with the foul. His third personal foul of the game and second turnover to his credit for the game. Shot good from Fisher, so Jake Fisher with 10 points after that free throw. Fisher leads all of the Knights in scoring, and that second free throw make will push it out to 11 for him. He's 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the line, in only 11 minutes worth of play. So Burwell with it for the Pacers, gives it to Trey Bryant, and now over to Sellers on the right wing. A juke to the right, move to the left. Hand off to Burwell under the basket. Here's Trey Bryant, three-pointer good. And now that leads back out to 30 for the Pacers after a Trey Bryant 3 that gives him 4 points and 4 assists to John Burwell. A couple of subs now for Southern Virginia. And one for the Pacers as well, as this will be Jalen Owens, freshman from Clinton, North Carolina, checking into the game for Tyson Sellers. Pacers up 30 with 12:35 remaining. Kodum with the pass to Jones, but Jones mishandles it and out of bounds. So there's yet another Southern Virginia turnover, number 11 of the day, and number 3 for Quincy Jones. Pacers will bring this back up as Burwell will work on Cross. Cross reaches in. Burwell forces the miss. Burwell goes up with the floater, and good for Burwell. And now a whistle blown as Burwell tried to swat it, but it's out of bounds on Burwell. And it's going to stay with Southern Virginia, as Pacers still in a full court press defense, as they lead by 32, the most they've led up to this point with 12:11 remaining. Bo Bryant leaps into the crowd, almost had the steal. And now out of bounds off of Trey Bryant. Southern Virginia will maintain it. Tyrell Jr. checks in for Bo Bryant, who had a nice little shake-up on the other end as he had to leap into the stands to save it. And Burwell receives it and takes it away. Another Knights turnover. Jalen Owens went up for an almost jam, didn't quite get up there, misses the layup, but put back attempt good. And Pacers lead by 34. And there's a response from Southern Virginia. So 80-48 with 11:40 remaining. Burwell on the left side working on cross and loses it. And here comes Jones on the other end. Goes up on Tyrell Jr. and good. And that cuts the lead back to 30 for the Pacers. 80-50 with 11.5, just under 11.5 minutes remaining here from the Herm. Owens over to Burwell. Burwell guarded by Cross. Goes up the left side hard, up the left lane, no contested. And now a 32-point lead after a John Burwell layup. Good defense here from Tyrell Jr. Leavitt had nowhere to go. And now some substitutions after a pass went out of bounds, but it's likely going to stay here with Southern Virginia. John Burwell with 17 points. Leads all the Pacers in scoring up to this point. Great day for him. We've got 11:02 to go in the second half. Your Pacers lead it 82-50 here on the Pacer Sports Network. Pacers have hit 8 of their last 9 from the field. They lead it by 32. 82-50 with 11:02 remaining in the second half. And they seem to not be taking the foot off the gas pedal at all as they're looking to close this one out as we hit the home stretch. Pacers would extend their overall record to 5-7. This is a non-conference game, so their 3-1 USA South record isn't going anywhere. And a pass in now to Jones. Jones guarded by Jalen Owens. Jones still at the top of the key, finds the right corner, and now inside. Siemens pass inside, turns into a layup. So 82-52, Pacers now lead by 30 with 10:44 to go. Aaron Leavitt with his first bucket of the day for Southern Virginia. Gaylord with a wild pass out of bounds, intended for Jalen Owens, but it was tipped by one of the Southern Virginia defenders, and so it's going to stay here on the right side of us at the scores table with the Pacers. Gaylord will take this one out of bounds and receive it from the official. He'll be guarded by Quincy Jones, the junior guard from Atlanta. Gaylord looking for options, finds Hubert, and now Hubert handoff back to Gaylord. Gaylord from the top of the key, bounce pass to Owens. Owens just beyond the free throw line, no good. And rebounded by Aaron Leavitt, and he'll quickly get it to Quincy Jones. Jones guarded by Owens of your Pacers. 10:18 on the game clock. 82-52, Pacers lead by 30. And around the horn it goes. Jones left side, back up to Siemens. Siemens three-pointer good. And so that'll cut that Pacer lead down to 27 as Gaylord finds DeAndre Thomas, who's fresh into the game. Austin Wood hits the floor. Jalen Owens good on the three from the right wing. And that Pacer lead right back out to 30, 85-55. Calvin Siemens working on Gaylord, double team Gaylord and Thomas. Now over to the right side, handoff Wood. Left side, good defense from DeAndre Thomas. And two-pointer good from Calvin Siemens. He's got 15 points after that three, and a timeout real quick for Southern Virginia, as they've got 9 minutes and 27 seconds to try and cut into this 28-point Pacer lead. We will be right back on the Pacer Sports Network. Lots of offense so far in the last several minutes. Pacers 3 of their last 4 from the field, and Southern Virginia 6 of their last 7. So no lack of offense here in this one. 9:27 to go in the second half. Pacers still lead by 28 as DeAndre Thomas will jog over and take the ball from the official and get it into Gaylord. Gaylord met by a double team, gets it over to Whitmore. Now Whitmore over to Gaylord. Gaylord met by Jones. As they cross midcourt, Whitmore drives inside and is met by Wood. Jalen Owens with it now. Bounce pass in, tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Pacer. Pass intended for DeAndre Thomas. 85-58 your score. 9:10 remaining in the second half. And now a lob pass to the top of the key. Gaylord met by a double team. Jones and Wood on him. And Jalen Owens with another three, his second in a row in the last couple of minutes. Jalen Owens, 2 of 2 from the three-point line. He's got 6 points. Mikhail Gaylord with his third assist of the contest. Siemens goes up and in. And there's another answer for Southern Virginia. 88-60 with 8:40 remaining in the second half. Whitmore over to Hubert, now tipped out of bounds by Quincy Jones. It's going to stay here with the Pacers with 8:35 to go in the second half. As Sellers will jog over to the table and check back in. He's going to check in for Jalen Owens, the freshman from Clinton, North Carolina, who's 2 of 2 in this one from 3. And Whitmore, DeAndre Thomas will also check out of the game. Bo Bryant will check back in. Darius Jackson, freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, seeing his first minutes of the day. He receives it from Bo Bryant. Now to Josh Hubert, who goes up and gets blocked by Calvin Siemens. And Siemens with it. And Josh Hubert with the foul as he reached in and made a little bit of contact there with Siemens, who had the block. His first of the day. The Knights average about 1.4 those blocks per game. They currently have 4 in this one. Josh Hubert, that was his third foul of the game. No good on the layup for Fisher. Excuse me, not Fisher. That was Kimball Kodum on the miss. Gaylord goes around a pick and tipped out of bounds. That one's on Siemens, so it's going to stay here with the Pacers. P.J. Holtzclaw will check in for Josh Hubert. Holtzclaw seeing his first time of the day off the bench. He's a freshman forward from Charlotte, North Carolina, and Hickory Grove Christian High School. He stands about 6'5". As Sellers will receive it from the official and bounce pass it into Bo Bryant. Bryant over to Gaylord. Gaylord working on Armstrong. And now Tyson Sellers with it, drives up a right lane. And this one out of bounds. And that's going to be a foul on Sam Armstrong, as Tyson Sellers threaded that fine line between an offensive foul and a charge. But he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. When we come back from this timeout from Herman Athletic Center, there's 7:58 in the second half. Quite a bit more basketball to play. Your Pacers lead it 88-60. We'll be right back on the Pacer Sports Network. Southern Virginia, 4 of their last 5 from the field they've hit. So they've definitely picked up on the offense in this half, but it's a tad bit too late with so much ground to make up as Tyson Sellers sets up at the free throw line and hits his first. He's got 12 points after that make. Only 3 of 8 from the line. He is 4 of 4 from the free throw line, however. And second one good for Sellers, so 90-60, Pacers lead by 30. As Sellers adds to his 62.5% free throw shooting entering this one. Cross receives the pass from Fisher, and now cross over to Ackery. Ackery working on Jackson. Ackery goes in from the midcourt logo, finds the right corner, now inside to Canlan. And Canlan converts. 90-62, 28-point lead for the Pacers, 7:33 to go. Gaylord gets it over to Jackson. Jackson guarded by Fisher. Over to Owens, deep left wing 3. And he's now 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, as he came up short on that one. Cross brings it up for Southern Virginia. Good defense here from Bo Bryant to body up Cross, left wing. Ackery drives inside, up and under, and well off the backboard, and rebounded by Gaylord. Gaylord to Jackson. Jackson back to Gaylord. Gaylord with it, guarded by Cross. Gaylord goes up. He's met by some defense. Canlan on that. Jackson out to Owens. Owens right where he missed his last 3. He goes up and gets blocked, but gets his own rebound. And a wild pass lost from Bo Bryant. Not sure that he was expecting it. Fisher brings it up for the Knights. Fisher up and blocked by Holtzclaw. 6:36 to go. Gaylord brings it up, kicks it out to Jackson. No good on the 3-point attempt, but rebounded and back into the hands of Jalen Owens. As Owens gets it to Gaylord. Gaylord will get it back over to Owens, and now back to Gaylord. 9 on the shot clock. Gaylord still with it. Bo Bryant takes the shot, and good for Bo Bryant. 93-62. Pacers lead it by 31 with 6:03 to go. Fisher crosses midcourt, guarded by Holtzclaw, and they hand it off to Quentin Ackery. He's guarded by Jackson. Pick from Fisher, back to Fisher. Fisher from the top of the key, guarded by Bo Bryant, and a wild pass intended for Sam Armstrong as well to the wide. And out of bounds, there's another turnover for Southern Virginia. That's the first one for Jake Fisher today, who leads, or he's second in scoring. He's got 11 today to Seaman's 17 for the Knights. As DeAndre Thomas is back in and gets the pass into Whitmore. Whitmore drives up and passes the midcourt logo back to Thomas. Thomas at the top of the key looking for options. He picks up his dribble, trying to pivot. Good defense here from Kodum. And Jalen Owens with the layup attempt opened over Canlan, but no good. Cross brings it back up. And layup no good. Whistle blown, that'll be on DeAndre Thomas as him and Kodum were scrambling around for the ball. Kodum, that was his first foul of the game. So it was Kodum on the foul in that little scramble, not DeAndre Thomas. DeAndre Thomas will actually be the pacer going up for some free throws now. And free throw no good for Thomas. DeAndre Thomas, a senior. He's a senior forward standing about 6'5", and he's from Concord, North Carolina, coming from Covenant Day School. Thomas' second free throw good. And that'll make the Pacer lead 32 with just over 5 minutes remaining in this one. And a drive in from Ackery. Ackery over to Armstrong. Armstrong takes the two just inside the arc, but no good. Rebounded by DeAndre Thomas. And Thomas gets it to Ward, seeing his first minutes of the day. Ward, a freshman from Wilson, North Carolina. And a pass in to DeAndre Thomas. First attempt, no good. But second try, good for Thomas. Thomas with 3 points after that putback. And we've got 4:43 to go. And now a foul. That one's going to be on Darius Jackson. And this will be Jameer Cross, the senior guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the line. That was Jackson's first foul of the game. Peace on a 6-0 run. Cross looking to snap that. He does not, so a 1-and-1 attempt is no good. But now a foul, and that's a foul on DeAndre Thomas. So this will be Kimball Kodum, freshman forward, standing 6'7" and weighing about 220, from Maple Valley, Washington, with a few free throws. No good on the first. He'll get one more. A couple of substitutions for Southern Virginia as well. Pacers on a 6-0 run in the last 3 minutes. And that is snapped. So now it's a 6-1 run, thanks to a free throw from Kimball Kodum. He's got 5 points. And now right wing, Jackson back up to Deshaun Mason, seeing his first time of the day. Back to Ward. Ward has yet to take an attempt. A lob pass to DeAndre Thomas, out of bounds. And last touch by Kodum. (96-63). Pacers up 33. Complete dominance in this one as they're up with 4:19 remaining. And pass scrambling around. Here's a three-point attempt from Mason, and good. First bucket for Deshaun Mason, freshman from Concord, North Carolina. And Pacers just under 100 points. They're at 99-63 with under 4 minutes to go. Three-pointer from the right corner, no good from Howe. And Pacers will have an opportunity to crack the 100-point mark. Almost stolen by Howe. Ward picks up his dribble and gets it to Jackson. Jackson will dribble this around to the left side, back up to Ward near the midcourt logo. And there's a foul on Howe, obvious foul there as he grabbed the jersey of Jalen Ward. So now a quick timeout with 3:39 remaining in this one. Pacers lead it by 36, 99-63. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network. George Howe with that foul right before the timeout. That was his 4th of the day. And that will result in Jalen Ward, freshman guard from Wilson, North Carolina, standing at 6 feet exactly. He'll get a pair of free throws. The first one no good. His second make here, his first make of the 2 on his second free throw would put the Pacers at the 100-point mark. They average 82.2 per game. But they have had an incredible performance here today, both offensive and defensively. And that free throw will put the Pacers at 100 points to 63. More of the good Pacer defense was played in the first half, as Southern Virginia has kind of gotten it together here in the second half, but it's not enough and well too late, as there's a whistle blown and a foul on Jalen Ward, his first. Pacers on a 10-1 run in the last 4:05. This will be Silas Slaughter getting his first minutes of the game at the line. 1-and-1 attempt. He nails the first one. 100 to 64. 3:32 remaining in the second half. And second shot good for Slaughter. So 100 to 65. 3.5 to go. Jalen Ward with it, guarded by Slaughter. Finds Mason, and Mason will bring it out to the left wing from the left corner. Jackson with it now, drives in on Jennings, and good for Jackson. As the layup over Jennings, who's fresh off the Knights bench, will put the Pacers up 102 to 65. Double dribble on Slaughter, and it's coming back to the Pacers, as that'll be turnover number 14 for Southern Virginia, and turnover number 1 for Silas Slaughter. And Holtzclaw will be right beside us here to the left at the scores table to take it out of bounds for the Pacers. And he'll pass it in to Jalen Ward as we hit the 3-minute mark here from the Herm. Ward gets it to Mason. Mason, deep three, just short. Rebounded by Slaughter, who brings it up quickly for the Knights. And now a left wing three good for Jake Fisher, who's had a pretty solid performance for the Knights, as Fisher has 14 points and Siemens has 17. So those are the top 2 performers here for Southern Virginia. So we're going to take a quick timeout. 2:41 remaining. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network, where the Pacers lead it 102 to 68. It'll be Pacer ball here with 2:41 to go in the second half from the Herm, where the Pacers lead this one and have completely dominated. They're up 102 to 68. As Jalen Owens will bring this one up. And now Holtzclaw with it near the free throw line, hands it to Owens, and that'll be a travel. And actually an offensive foul on Holtzclaw away from the ball, so that'll be a turnover for the Pacers, and that'll send it back over to Southern Virginia, as Slaughter will bring this up. And a travel, so right back to the Pacers, as Slaughter took way too many steps there. Ben Mask seeing his first minutes of the day for the Pacers, as well as Drew Gillespie. As we hit the 2:15 mark and prepare to put a bow on this one from the Herm. Fresh off the bench, three good for Ben Mask. 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. The response no good for Jackson Mars, fresh off the Southern Virginia bench. And now up and fouled and one! Ben Mask feeling himself here late. Comes right off the bench, nails a three, and now goes up and under for an and one attempt. Ben Mask, freshman guard from Cary, North Carolina, and Green Hope High School. Just picking right up where his teammates left off for the entire game. 107-68. And a free throw make here would put the Pacers up 40. And no good on the free throw. Pacers lead by 39. 150 remaining. Slaughter crosses midcourt, guarded by Owens. Guarded by Ward. Slaughter picks up his dribble. He traveled last time he did that, doesn't there. Fisher kicks it out to Mars. Deep two inside the arc, no good. Rebounded by Fisher. Fresh shot clock. And a block from Gillespie. Some of these Pacers coming off the bench. Coming off hot, making an impact. 1:20 to go. Jalen Ward working on Slaughter. Pick from Holtzclaw. Timothy Jefferson touching it for the first time today, and there's a foul on Josh Jennings. And so now it'll be a 1-and-1 attempt. Timothy Jefferson, freshman from Henderson, North Carolina, standing about 5'9", will get a couple of free throws. A couple, assuming he can make the first, as this is only a 1-and-1 attempt. First shot good, and no good actually. As it looked like it was gonna fall in, but it's too hard off the back iron. He'll get one more attempt here. And that'll put the Pacers up 40 with 1:10 remaining, 108-68. Slaughter brings it up for Southern Virginia. Following this win today, Pacers will hit right back to the road, as this is one and only one of their little home stretch here today, as they'll take on Methodist a few days from now down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So Owens. Jefferson with it, right corner, working on Mars. Jalen Ward almost loses control. And now a drive in, pass to Holtzclaw, good move, and finish. Ben Mask on the assist, Holtzclaw on the conversion. 20 seconds remaining, shot clock down. Pacers lead by 42, 110-68. Almost out of bounds, but Mars recovers it. Goes up on Gillespie, pass out to Slaughter, out of bounds turnover. Pacer ball, and they'll likely finish this one out with 8.8 seconds remaining. A win here today will improve the Pacers to 5-7 overall. Their 3-1 USA South record will stay right where it is, as this was a non-conference game. Buzzer sounds, and that's going to do it. With a final of 110-68, Pacers win this one by 42. They push their win streak out to 4, and they become 500 here at home, as they are now 3-3 here at the Herm. And that'll put Southern Virginia at 1-14, still 0-0 in conference play. They have yet to play one of those, and now they're 0-6 on the road and on a 6-game losing streak. So big win today for your Pacers. They're going to hit the road and take on Methodist University here on January 11th down in Fayetteville. That's going to do it for us tonight here at the Herman Athletic Center. We hope you've enjoyed your time on the Pacer Sports Network.